Look at this. I made barbecue chicken and onion birria tacos with all this cheese, spinach, onion. I just pulled them out the pan. I also made candied yams with marshmallows. I know these things don't go together, but I was craving, I don't know, my favorites. Oh my God, those are so good. Listen. Hold on. Listen to this. They were pumpkin, like, latte stuffed or something. Something. It tastes like Thanksgiving. I made deviled eggs. These tacos, I used Sweet Baby Ray's, a dollop of ketchup, and Worcestershire sauce. I pulled rotisserie chicken off the bone and started warming that up in a pan with the barbecue sauce that I made. There's tons of chopped onion in there. Can y'all see all that chopped onion? Spinach. So good. And then I fried them like birria tacos. Oh, with cheese. Gotta have cheese. I don't know if I can eat all this right now. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I bet that peach bourbon would have been good on this, but I don't need no more heartburn. I miss cooking. I need to get that stove. There is so much cinnamon. Oh my God, look at that marshmallow. They like puffed up in the oven and like baked. So good. Those marshmallows are just, they were something stuffed. They were stuffed with like pumpkin spice or like caramel or something. I don't remember. But I emptied the can of yams and I mixed in butter, cinnamon, brown sugar, and then I stuffed the marshmallows on top with a little bit of sugar, a little bit of cinnamon on top. And for some reason, they puffed up and like burnt on top. So they're delicious. We'll take another bite of this birria taco. It's like a barbecue, onion, and chicken and spinach. Deviled egg. I did those. Duke's mayonnaise, mustard, salt, pepper, a pinch of sugar, and a half a dash of apple cider vinegar. Those yams are so good. I don't know why I was craving that. It's like the weather for it. See if this marshmallow crunches. Mmm. Mm. Mm. I wonder if the cinnamon made it do that. I'm gonna put this in the microwave. Oh. Oh my God, that was so good. I need water. I need to turn my truck around too, because I'm facing down a hill and I'm gonna sleep worse shit if I'm facing that way. I'm on a hill. I'm about to go get in the shower too. I had to give myself a pedicure. Like, I hate doing that shit. It is easier to pay somebody for real. That's what you're paying for, fucking convenience. $100 a damn set. It's ridiculous. I remember when I first started getting my nails done, y'all could get a full set for less than $20. And hell, half the time it'd be $20 out the door, including the tip. I got marshmallows on my lips. You know what I mean? How did we go from like 1992, it's $20 for a full set, to just 20 years? I guess that's 30 years, Brooke. But to $100, I just feel like that's, I don't know, just a bit much, man. It just makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to spend $100 every time I want to get my nails done. That's over $250 a month, because it's $100 for a set, twice a month. So that's $200, and then a pedicure is gonna run you $35, $40, and these are not even including the tip. So if you're doing that twice a month, which is what you need when you're doing that, God, it's like $300 a month. It's just crazy. I don't know how people are surviving. I see some of these bitches out here with these damn crazy ass nails. I'm like, I know that took like 5 hours for her to get done, legitimately. Like crazy, like shapes and crazy designs, and like shit's spinning and shit's bubbling, and like there's glitter, and like, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. They'd be cool as shit, but I couldn't function with nails like that. I'm a pretty basic bitch. I'm like a white tip and like, or like a color. Pretty basic, almond shaped, you know, like basic bitch. Oh, and not to mention, another reason I don't get my nails done anymore is because the last maybe dozen times that I've had horrible experiences since COVID. I went to one nail salon during COVID at some point. I don't remember when. And this bitch cut me 3 times with a drill. Y'all, when I tell y'all that was the first review that I ever wrote in my life, I still have the pictures. I'll have to show you guys, because there's 3 reviews from 3 different nail shops in less than 3 years, and all of them were chunky. It looked like, I don't even know. It looked like they took plaster of Paris and put it on damn an acrylic set. Like, it was crazy, and everybody sucks. Like, they not only looked tacky as hell, it was expensive as hell, and these bitches was hurting me. Like I said, I had one lady that cut me 3 times. That was in Kernersville over by the food line. I was like, lady, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she did it again, and I was like, man, I need to leave. And the 3rd time, I was out the door. I was so mad. I was like, God was telling me the first time, and I didn't listen. Yeah, she cut me 3 times. I'll have to show you guys those pictures. I need water. I didn't even drink nothing with that. Oh, God. Huh. I went to another nail salon, and she, like, painted around my toenails, like, the middles of them, but, like, wouldn't get close to the cuticle, and, like, it looked crazy. It wasn't, like, a normal paint, either. I was like, yeah, I want to do white, and it looked more like whiteout than, like, a nude white, you know? And then it looked so crazy. Like, she didn't even paint the entire nail. It was like she was trying to make it look like my nail was smaller or something. Like, I don't know. It was the craziest thing. And I'm like, yeah, no, that doesn't look right. And finally, this other lady comes over and takes over. It still didn't look any much better. I don't know what the hell they were doing. I was just like, this is crazy. Oh, I took my ex's daughter one time. We went to go get her nails done. Oh, I'll never forget this. This bitch starts drilling. First of all, I already had a set on. And she's drilling, and it's getting hot. My nail beds are on fire, okay? They're burning. And I tell her, like, yo, that thing is cut up way too high. Like, I don't know what kind of bit you got on there, but, like, it's tearing my nails up. I'm on fire. And I remember getting worried because this child is, like, 14, and if she's doing this to me, what is she going to do to her? And I'm just like, but anyway, somebody else ended up doing her nails, and she just got a paint and a design that did not come out that great. I mean, it was cute, but, like, first of all, they charged me, like, $50 for her paint and design, which should be the price of a freaking set. She didn't get no acrylic. She didn't get no dip. She didn't get no set. She had nice natural nails, and all they did was paint them and put, so I think it was a floral design, and it was like $50. That was crazy. Then my nails are on fire to the point that I had to tell the lady to stop so that I could go put my hands under cold water because she was just going crazy with that drill. I've never had anybody have it up that high. And she was like rushing through it too. Like, she wasn't focusing at the task at hand. You know, a good nail artist is going to go around the nail bed and, you know, make sure that they get the entire nail when they're filing and using the little drill thingy. This lady was just like, "Duh-duh-duh-duh." And then my nails were on fire. So I go to the water and I put cold water on my hands and I run my nails under there, and then I go back. Y'all, tell me why my nails burned for like 2 days and my nails looked like shit when she was done. That was one of the last times I think I've had my nails done. I mean, I have so many of these damn stories. It's like, am I just in a shitty area for this kind of work? Or are they doing this shit intentionally? Or is the world really getting dumber and people just don't care about the art of their job anymore? Or, like, you know, about long-term clientele? You know, my mom had the same nail guy for like 20 years. So I just don't understand why they've gotten so bad, but they are horrible. Now, there's one nail salon in High Point. Well, that's actually like a Jamestown area. They're good, but they're expensive. It's $125 every time I go in there. It's crazy to me. It's just crazy. That's a tank of gas. You know what I mean? And I go through 2 or 3 of them a week. So it might be 2 tanks if I can get it under $3. But still, it's just the principle. Something's going on. Y'all hear the police? I've never heard the cops out here until COVID. All of a sudden, the state trooper got like a new office and like a new contract out here. So now the troopers be out here on these like backcountry roads. Sounds like a damn high-speed chase. Jesus Christ. Better than me, honey, because I ain't got no bond money. That was so good. I mean, it's a weird combination, but like, what was that? Yams, deviled eggs, and birria tacos. Barbecue chicken and onion birria tacos with spinach. They were actually really good. Really, really good. Rotisserie chicken. That's why I like those things. You can just get one of them chickens and make all kinds of stuff for a week with it. I pulled it off the bone, mixed it up with some barbecue sauce, threw it in a pan, browned it a little bit, you know, got it kind of crispy with the barbecue sauce, and then threw it on a damn taco with some spinach and fresh chopped onion and threw it back in the pan with a little bit of olive oil to crisp the edges with cheese. I put cheese on it. The cheese was like, oh, so good. I'm going to bed at like 8 o'clock, 7:30. For real, I know it's Saturday night. I don't give a crap. I'm gonna like put on a movie or something. Oh, I made this pretty brown color. I put a little bit of that black with that orange. I actually like it a lot. I'm a neutral, natural, earthy girly. You won't catch me in like pink and shit. It's just not my thing. But you'll catch me in some black and brown and nudes. I did like that orange, but there's an orange running around here somewhere, so I technically don't need an orange. God, I'm so nosy. I want to drive down there and see what the hell is going on since I missed yesterday's. I still have freaking marshmallows on my lips. That marshmallow pool was a 10 out of 10, though. It really was. Hell, my makeup still don't look that bad, and I've been laying around. It could be worse. I'm a little greasy, but it's mid-afternoon, so that's what happens. So nosy. So nosy. I wish I knew what was going on. I want a police scanner. I would seriously just sit around being nosy as hell. I regret I saw one time in the damn Goodwill. I should have bought that damn thing. It's like a CB thingy-madoodle with the little walkie-talkie. I don't know if I could have hooked it up, but that would be dope. I mean, hell, you never know. I probably should have one the way that I be off-roading and out in the middle of damn nowhere by myself. I saw this girl that's a van lifer, and she posted this short, and it says, how non-van lifers think I camp alone as a single female. And so she's doing this skit where she's like, yeah, I don't have on underwear. All of my underwear are dirty. Can you tell? Like, she's being facetious. She also says, oh, don't come any closer. I'll tase you or something. And she's like, oh, wait a second. This is nail polish. Like, saying that she doesn't have any weapons. And then there was another one where she's like, oh, I don't know you or something. Come closer. Yeah, what's your name? Where are you from? Yeah, I'm traveling alone. I'm just parked down there by myself, completely by myself. Like, people do act like that, though. Like, that bitch at the gym, she's like, oh my God, you live out of your car? Like, girl, you're high right now. I think I'm fine. I don't know. I guess people do think that, like, I don't talk to nobody. Y'all know I don't talk to strangers. I tell people every day, I don't talk to strangers. Get out of my face. I need an arm's length. Get back, bitch. Like, don't roll up on me. No. But when I first moved into my car and I was in Jacksonville and I was running that bar, I would have random stuff going on out there. And so, like, I knew it was kind of weird. I got to know, like, the locals, you know, through the bar. But also there was, like, homeless people and people that would ask for money and people that had drug problems. And, yeah, that's not good. You really have to keep your head down and ignore everybody in a sense, because that's what brings the most safety. So it took trial and error. But yeah, some people do think that we be out here just like, hey, how you doing? Mingling with every fucking body. And like, I don't know. I'm usually on guard. Y'all know I usually don't even have my windows down. Oh, I gotta hide these before I go to bed, or I might end up eating every single one of them. I will, in my sleep, and then my tummy will hurt when I wake up. I didn't go get no NyQuil or nothing. I don't have anything to go to sleep. Hello. I do need a dog. I do need a dog. I don't need a dog. I can't even feed myself. How am I going to feed a dog? And God, what if something happened? And what if it needs to be spayed and neutered? And it has to get rabies shot? You gotta go to the vet? Hell no, never mind. I don't even take myself to the doctor. What do I look like taking the damn dog to the doctor? You know we don't like them people. My bed looks comfortable. It is. I need to, like, put those boards under there. Let's see if that makes it, like, any better. I mean, it's comfortable as hell. It's all over my hand. Oh, fingernail polish. I need to go get in the shower. I gotta take this polish off first. Son of a biscuit. I got gummy on my teeth. Where is my nail polish remover? I just put it in the back. Oh, I knew it. I hate when it does that. Such a beautiful evening. Like, it's perfect weather, y'all. It's like 67 maybe. I'm gonna sleep like a dream. Tomorrow's Sunday, right? You know how they talk about the Sunday scaries? I used to have that really bad when I was a kid. I used to dread, like, Monday morning, you know? And, like, Sunday night, I would get, like, super depressed and just, like, this eerie feeling. And you get, like, down and you get, like, negative thoughts. I get that on Saturdays, too, sometimes, though. I don't know what it is about the weekends. It just gets kind of, I don't know, depressing. They call it the Sunday scaries, right? I get those a lot, though, at night. And it's not that I'm scared of anyone. It's like the unknown of life. And you're thinking about all your problems. And you're thinking about, you know, what's to come. And what you're going to do about this. And, I mean, it can be a multitude of things, I do believe. I don't know. Oh. Acetone. Acetone. Oh, I'm so lazy. That food got me fat and sassy. I'm glad I told myself when I made 2 tacos, I said, I can't eat this. It's fine. I put it in the microwave. Oh, God. Damn it. Spilling it down my fingers. I kind of like going pale. It's been a while since I've seen myself that color, you know? When you've tanned as long as I have, you forget what color you are. Hell, I forgot what color my hair was a few years back because I was bleach blonde for like a decade. I didn't even know what my damn color was. And before that, I was like 10 years black hair, black and blue hair. So, like, I didn't know what my color was. It's crazy. I do like my natural color, though. I love it. Oh, this shit stinks so bad. It's giving me a headache. Oh, I still have some on there. Alright, you dirty. I'm gonna watch a movie or something later. Lay down. Trying to cut my mind off. I didn't go get more sleeping medicine because I don't want to have to depend on that to sleep, you know? I mean, yeah, it sucks when I don't have something. It's hard to sleep, but it's okay. I'll get through it. I forgot I got to cut. I forgot. Dang, I cut it good, too. I took a chunk. Story of my life. I've always got at least one on my body at all times. I mean, y'all remember my elbow, right? I just ripped the skin right off of it. I wasn't even doing nothing. I was playing around on a gummy and laughing. And my elbow caught this leather. And it took the skin like rug burn off my elbow. That was messed up for what, like 3 weeks? It looked crazy. I probably got a scar. Oh God, my head. That's the other thing that's been bothering me is migraines. They say that it's normal to have them coming off of Suboxone. Damn. Such a beautiful night. I wish I felt like going for a run. It's perfect weather for that. I can't even damn walk. I figured by now it'd be fine. Hell, when I was in jail, I wanted to get up and move. The first week I was fine physically. This didn't hit me till the second week, which is crazy. But that nurse did say, she said it might be damn 7 or 8, 9, 10 days before you feel better. And I thought the worst was behind me when I got out of jail after 6 or 7 days. I mean, I don't know. It's been like this. It's hard to explain. You go through different stages of different withdrawals. So then there's that. I'm just thinking about what I did with all my time when I was on Suboxone, because I feel like I must have been sleeping a lot more than I am now or something, because I don't know. It just seems like the day is longer now than it was before. I told you guys the other day, it feels harder to preoccupy my day. I don't know. I'm wondering if I was sleeping a lot more when I was on the Suboxone. I don't think so, but maybe. I don't know. Me no know. It's going to be okay. Tomorrow at midnight will be 2 weeks. So, yay. I think the worst is behind me. Hopefully. Let's get a bath bag ready. I got to take a shower. I'm disgusting. It's hard for me lately. See, that's another thing. I used to love to wake up early and go to Planet Fitness and work out and, like, gym, tan, laundry first thing. And then all of a sudden, it takes me damn 8 hours to even wake up. But it could be from those sleeping medicines. So that's why I'm not going to take it tonight. I'm going to try to go to sleep naturally. Might end up having to take melatonin, which might end up making my RLS feel like shit. But whatever, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, bitch. It's trial and error. Trial and error. God knows. I actually have had a lot more successes with my remedies than any other doctor I've been damn near. I think it was smart to go to that ZzzQuil with the alcohol in it for a few days. Get my rest up and get my appetite up. I've been eating. I lost weight when I was in jail. I didn't eat for a week. The only time I ate was when they had fruit or cake. I drank milk in the morning. They give you a little carton of milk like you're in damn kindergarten again. One morning they had oatmeal. I was able to eat like 4 or 5 bites of that, and that actually made me feel better instantly. I'll never forget that. That was like day 3 or 4 because me and Brittany was in the same room together. That girl's a bottomless pit, so she ate my tray all the time. Or she'd trade me her fruit for the food I didn't want. We had apples one day, and everybody handed me, like, everybody was just throwing apples at me. Nobody wanted them. I was like, damn, y'all dumb. We used to make hooch with the stuff like that. They wouldn't even give us that stuff in one county jail that I was in because the girls make liquor with it. Wine. We used to do that in prison too. One time we had a whole trash can. 13-gallon, or the big one, the 30-gallon. You know, the big old black trash can. The whole bottom of it full of hooch. Oh, the good old days. Shit, I remember smoking dope in prison. I remember eating Suboxone like crazy in prison. What else did I used to get? Seroquel to sleep. Trazodone. That shit'll fuck you up. There's something else we used to take too that would like make you trip. It would like, dude, I don't know what that shit was. But this girl used to damn fish it down to me in single cell. And I would trip out. Fucking make me some coffee. Turn my music on. And have a blast by myself all damn day. Ah, I don't know what that's. Maybe it was trazodone. Trazodone. I don't know. Maybe not. All I know is it felt like acid or something almost. Like lights would be brighter. Sounds would be prettier. You felt like you were like almost like mushrooms. Like almost like an out-of-body experience. I don't know what that shit was. For all I know, we were raising our blood pressure and almost died. I don't know. I don't know. And I feel like it was pink and oblong. Shit, they stuck me in solitary confinement and I was happy. I was getting books. I was getting food. I did not give a fuck. I was happy as a felon in a cell. I spent 18 months in a hole. Well, it was like 4 months, and then they let me out, and like 2 days later, I was in another fucking fight, and I was like, well, this is great. And then it was like 8 months, and then I got out, and got in another fight. This bitch bit me on the shoulder. Y'all, it was crazy. She snitched on us. She said she wanted to fight, so we fought. And then we were fighting all over the quad. We were all over people's beds. People were just standing around telling us to stop. They were like, please stop. They were like, y'all are going to kill each other. Oh, God. It wasn't over till that bitch bit me. She took a chunk out my shoulder. I was bleeding through my uniform, which was this khaki brown. And I headed to school. I had shit to do. So I head up the hill. Little did I know, this bitch went into the sergeant's office and told it all. They called me down to the office. They said, were you in a... They said, were you in a fight? I'm bleeding out my shirt. I'm bleeding. Okay, I'm bleeding. You can see the blood coming out of the uniform. I said, no, I wasn't in a fight. This bitch sitting there with a black eye. I said, no, I wasn't in no fight. She said, well, how'd her eye get black? And it was funny because she was a black girl. Her eye black so quick. I'm bleeding. She's got a black eye. I got a scratch down my face, okay? And the sergeant's like, was y'all fighting? I'm like, no. She's like, well, how'd her eye get black? I said, I don't know. She said, you bleeding. I said, am I? Y'all, we was wild. We was wild. We went to the damn back to the hole for like another maybe 6 months that time. I just feel like I was in and out for about, the first 12 to 18 months I was in there. And hell, after I got out that last time, everybody left me alone until I got transferred to Troy, which was it's also maximum security, but they had horticulture classes, so they transferred me for school. And when I was completing the programs and stuff, I was 2 weeks from going home, and there was this long-termer. What was her name? Brandy? I think it's Brandy Brackett. She's in there for murder. She'll never get out. we were leaving the quad to go eat down at the cafeteria, and you have to walk down these zigzag steps, kind of like a university steps, you know, they kind of, you know what I mean, they zigzag. So anyways, for some, I don't know why, I don't even know what happened. I was flat ironing my hair. I go to put the flat iron up. She comes up to the vanity and she's talking shit to me. I don't remember what she said. We go to leave out the quad and to go down the steps, and she comes up and she like hits me with her hip, or like she body checks me, and she steps down like 2 steps and then faces me right in the eyes, because she was like a whole foot taller than me, and she says, "You won't do shit." Last thing I remember was they were like, "We need more mace." I remember her glasses hitting the wall and fucking breaking. I remember them macing the hell out of me. I remember her shoes being on the ground. I drop kicked her down that flight of steps. They laid my ass down and tried to charge me with outside charges. Another racist CO who was essentially playing mother to this woman who had killed somebody and had life in prison. See, here's the thing. In the female prison, these COs try to play mama to some of these girls who are long-termers, who are going to be there for forever, and they know they're going to have a career in the prison system for decades. So this officer actually cut a video to make it look like I kicked her down the fucking steps. Thank God they appointed me an attorney when I was in there, and that attorney went and got the original video that showed that she fucking body checked me, turned around, fucking threatened me, and that's when shit went down. And because of that, I got out of prison when I was supposed to, but I sat in single cell till I got out of fucking prison over that. And that's how people will they'll try to fuck you up right before you're about to go home. Jealousy. She always looked at me funny and I never fucked with her because she's like, I could tell she was fake, you know, and so you just stay away from certain people. You can feel them vibes in there. The officer, the sergeant actually, that wanted to play mama to this girl and cut this video wrong and tried to make it seem like I was trying to kill this motherfucking girl. Y'all, they was trying to lay me on 8 charges. We're talking like I'm gonna get like another prison sentence and end up doing double the time that I just did. It was crazy. It was crazy. I've been through some shit. I forgot about that. Damn, I wish I could remember that bitch's name. I think it's Brandy Brackett. I'm like 90% sure it was Brandy Brackett, Raleigh. And that happened in Troy. That was after I left Raleigh, but that's still a maximum security prison. I'll have to look that bitch up one day. That's crazy. Fucking. And, you know, honestly, that was one, in my opinion, that I can remember. That was the only corrupt officer that I met when I was in prison. It wasn't a big thing for, yeah, you knew that there was male officers that was sweet on certain girls and stuff, but there was never any opportunity for these people to hook up. I mean, it's happened before. There was a bitch that ended up pregnant in Raleigh, Brooke. I mean, listen, I didn't never see no shit. But that one inmate, the girl that I got in a fight with there at the end, and this officer, they were extremely close. And she did show this girl favoritism and, like, you know, wanted to play mother hen to this child who had brutally murdered somebody. Like, I don't know, man. It was crazy. So I was in, what, like 4 fights when I was in there? Jesus fucking Christ. That's the reality, though. That's the reality. I mean, if you have any backbone, if you ain't gonna let bitches just walk all over you. I remember the day that I got there, I had been in processing all day. They got to take your blood. They're asking you 1,000 questions. They got to know your medical history. You go to the infirmary, then you go to get clothed, then you go to get mats, then you go to processing, then they fingerprint. Well, I'm doing some stuff backwards. Then you got to squat and cough, and, like, you know, there's a lot of things that take place on the day that you arrive from the jail to the prison, honey, on the bus. And I was tired. And in Raleigh, they don't let you immediately go down the hill into General Pop. They leave you in a quad with all of the new girls that just got there for processing. It can take anywhere from a week to a month. Every case is different. When you're finally fully processed, then you'll go down the hill with all of it's kind of like a college dorm. There's little buildings everywhere, okay? Then you'll go down the hill and they'll assign you a quad, and then you can kind of get to normal everyday life, get a job, go to school. You'll get signed up for things. It's kind of mandatory. But I remember walking into the quad, and they had put me all the way in the back, and I was like, shit, they gonna put me back here with all these fucking loud young people. And I was young at myself. But I remember walking in, and there was this girl that, like, you can always tell the loudest one who's the bully, you know what I mean? Like the cool kids, you know what I mean? You can always tell. I can listen. Show me your friends, and I can peep everybody. You know what I mean? Oh, there's the quiet one. Oh, there's the shy one. Oh, they're dating. Oh, all four of them fucking all the time and playing spades. Okay. You get, but immediately when I walked in, this girl starts mocking me. Like, I walk up to my bed and this bitch is mocking me. I literally just walked in the room. I tell you, my fucking existence pisses people off. I don't get it. I ain't even said nothing. I walk in with my prison issued uniform and mat and lay it on the bed, and this bitch just comes over and starts. And I was like, oh, this is what you want to do? You want to? I just got here. I would love my own fucking cell. I don't even want to be in here with you bitches. I didn't have a problem going through processing after that. But it wasn't long till they put me down the hill, and I got in the first fight, and then the second, and then the third, and then I went to Troy, and I did good for like a few years. Everything was good. I was taking horticulture classes, had a girlfriend. Life was great. I mean, for prison, As good as it can be. It's what you make it. It really is, though. But apparently, from what I'm hearing, it ain't even like that anymore. It's completely different. They got the girls locked down. They don't get any yard time. They ain't breathing no fresh air. Hell, half the time they can't even wash their ass because there ain't enough officers to damn let them. Now, when I was in single cell, when you go to solitary confinement, you only get to wash your ass 5 days. Or no, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, bitch. That's it. You don't get a shower Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. When you're in solitary confinement, single cell, by yourself, isolation, you only get to shower Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Y'all hear them gunshots? What the hell is going on in this neighborhood nowadays? I don't even know. Between Eden and here, the whole damn state's gone crazy. Back in the day, you wouldn't hear shit for days out here. You might hear neighbor dog bark, but you sure as hell didn't hear no cops. And you didn't hear, well, you did hear gunshots during hunting season, but it ain't hunting season. It ain't even November yet. When does that start? November? December? I don't freaking know. That sounds like target practice. Hell, me and this dude, listen to this shit. So I brought this dude out here one time, and he had 2 handguns, and we were going to shoot, right? So we go down in this holler up on this hill where there's like these power poles, and then there's power lines, and there's like this hill that you can climb up, and it's perfect range for like firing at bottles, cans, whatever. We had targets. We had put somewhere. I don't remember. Yeah. So anyways, we're firing these guns. Well, about a football field in behind us, there's this small trailer park that has 2 or 3 trailers in it. Well, it just so happens all of these people are family, and they allegedly are into methamphetamines. So we're firing guns. I'm not thinking anything about these people. It's broad daylight. I'm on, 100 acres of damn land. Ain't nobody going, it's fine. All of a sudden, it sounds like bullets are whizzing past us. It sounded so fucking close, you guys. Like, I'm not even exaggerating in the slightest. It sounded right next to me, and it sounded like they were fucking hitting shit around us. And we grabbed the fucking boxes, and we took off through that freaking field. Oh, my God. I guess they were high and got freaked out, not knowing that, they have neighbors that have land that can shoot on that land, and started, I guess, firing through the woods. I ain't been back over there since. It creeped me out so bad. And that was forever ago. I mean, it's been years. But imagine my dumb ass being like, yeah, let's go shoot. And then I take you next door to a meth head's house and he starts firing at us. I don't see the allure behind that shit. And speaking of which, those people have children. The last time I saw their child, it was a little boy that was about 2 years old in a soiled diaper just walking around in the yard. That's perfectly fine. These little small backwood towns, they ain't got the resources to go take everybody's fucking children. They know they drink and drive with their kids in the cars out here and shit, and they don't do shit. They worried about little old me. They ain't worried about actual criminals and child abusers. They never have been. It is not a priority. Never has been. And, you know, honestly, it might not ever be. The way things have gotten so bad. I don't mean to be cynical, but let's be honest. Show me a police department that actually arrests and convicts criminals, and I'll show you an honest sheriff's department. That cop got caught with all kinds of stuff and got a $12,000 bond. I ain't never had an FTA in my fucking life. I should have got a bond for like $2,000. And matter of fact, given the circumstances, I should have been able to sign myself out. That tells you right there that they wanted to fucking keep me. That's what Britt said. She said, bitch. She said, why is your bond so high? Everybody I showed it to, they was like, bitch, why your bond so high? I said, bitch, I know too much. Britt said, really? Tell me more. I said, bitch, you go first. She told me what she knew, and then I told her what I knew. And she was like, yeah, bitch, they don't want to release you. She said, that doesn't make any sense. She said, this is your first charge ever in this county. She said, you've never been in trouble in this county. She said, you've never had an FTA. She said, you work. She said, you should be able to just sign yourself out. Especially since I live out of my car, and my car is just sitting somewhere in the middle of a fucking parking lot because y'all arrested me on some bullshit. But that judge wouldn't even let me speak when I went for my bond hearing. Wouldn't even let me speak. I said, yep. She threw the damn book at me. And I said, yep, this shit was set up before I even walked in here. I wonder who she talked to the night before. Because they're all friends. They're all friends. So whoever the arresting officer was, probably, you know, the magistrate too. When I went in front of the magistrate the night that I was arrested at like 1 o'clock in the morning, he was a complete dick. I said, you know, I've never had an FTA. I have financial responsibilities and work tomorrow. I need to be able to sign myself out. And he's like, you'll have to discuss that with the judge in the morning. Sign here. They didn't even tell me what I was arrested for until day 6 or 7. And let me tell you something. Let me be perfectly clear. Spitting on someone is technically a felony. It's typically a felony. But mine wasn't. Why is that? Why didn't they want to hit me with felony charges? Doesn't make sense. Just like misdemeanor child abuse doesn't make sense. If someone was to harm a child, the state usually charges them with felony child abuse. Starvation cases, burn cases, abuse, sexual abuse cases, physical abuse cases. That's a felony warrant, not a misdemeanor. Something that I'm starting to pick up on is how they lie and how they set things up. And it just doesn't make sense to charge me with a misdemeanor for spitting. That's a felony charge. It should be. But it's very telling, just like my misdemeanor child abuse. That's very telling to me. I mean, if you're accusing me of something so heinous, why not charge me with a felony? Unless you know I didn't do it and you know that it won't fucking stick. If I had any fucking sense, I would have fired that court-appointed attorney and hired somebody. And I do believe that the reason they offered me an Alford plea was because they knew I wasn't guilty. There was irrefutable evidence, just like this fucking thing with the Planet Fitness. But, you know, once again, if you don't have money, then you don't have rights. You can't fight for yourself. You can't fight for your children. You can't fight for your loved ones, yourself. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Court-appointed attorneys don't give a fuck about your situation. You're just a number. They work for the prosecutor's office, essentially. They're all best friends, buddies. They're working in unison to get the best possible outcome for themselves. It just doesn't make sense. And if it don't make sense, it's not true. I met actual baby murderers in jail. I knew this girl for like a year before I found out that she had killed her own baby and stuffed it in a diaper box and duct taped it shut and stuffed it in her attic. And her husband was at Camp Lejeune. He actually he was deployed. And he comes home from deployment looking for his daughter. And the mother is like, I don't know where she went. What the fuck? Shelly was her name. What's her fucking name? Shelly something. It's crazy. I don't remember how many years she got. I remember looking her up and distancing myself, and then she got mad at me and cornered me in the bathroom and was like, you looked me up, didn't you? And I was like, yup. And she's like, you can't tell anybody. I'm not. Just stay the fuck away from me. I have nothing to do with you, bitch. I'm so done. And then I remember all the sex offenders and child beaters rallied around her in the middle of the quad. It was like 10 of them. There was another woman that had actually, she had abused her stepchildren severely. When I say that the little boy was found walking down the road and he had to have reconstructive surgery. I've met real child killers, real child abusers. And they go to bat for each other in women's prison. You would think that they mistreat each other, that they, isolate from each other, that there's like this stigma behind it. But I can assure you that when I was in prison, it was not like that. When I distanced myself from a known child killer, I was bullied for that in prison by about 8 or 10 bitches. It was the same day that the girl, Shelly, confronted me in the bathroom and asked me if I'd looked her up on the internet. When she come out of the bathroom, she was all in tears and trying to get sympathy from bitches in the quad. And before I knew it, it was like 8 of them in a damn powwow circle, pissed at me. I got officers pulling me out of my cell. What happened? Well, you asked me not to tell nobody, and here you are telling everybody. It was crazy. They had to move me and everything. Trying to think. There was one woman that actually microwaved her baby to death. I wonder who that is. Hold on. I'll tell you these bitches. I remember a bunch of them. Oh, I met one woman that freaking was in there they gave her a felony per pill. She got like 150 years in prison for oxycodone. Yeah. That was the 90s, babe. Early 2000s when the pills were going around. Remember that? I do. There was one woman, Lightning, I think was her name. And she was a long-termer. She was pretty cool. Hold on one second. I need to go get in the shower. Ugh. I think this is that girl that I got in that fight with. It looks like she's got shit going through the Court of Appeals. How fucking scary. Why are you being difficult? There it goes. Here it is. Yes, yes, yes. Bullock. Brandy Bullock. So it was filed in the Court of Appeals in 2006. It says, appeal by defendant from judgment entered the 26th of August of '04 by Judge Howard F. Manning Jr. in Wake County Superior Court, head of the Court of Appeals, January 9th of '06. Defendant was convicted of first-degree murder. That means that there was intent. That means that she lied in wait and like planned this shit out. First-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder for the shooting death of Christopher Moore. We hold that the defendant received a fair trial free from prejudicial error. So she was sentenced. She killed this guy July 30th of 2003. She was sentenced in '04, and by '06, her lawyers were trying to get her out through the Court of Appeals. They failed. The following facts are not in dispute. On the 30th of July in 2003, defendant arranged to meet Christopher Moore at a McDonald's. The defendant and her friend, Christina Holder, met Moore at the McDonald's and rode with Moore in his vehicle to the apartment parking lot of his friend Tyson Lunsford. Before Moore put the... Oh, come on. Where's the rest of it? Stop playing with me. Okay, I got it. Before Moore put the car in park, the defendant removed a handgun from her purse and shot Moore in the back of his head, resulting in his death. Y'all. Evidence for both the state and the defendant indicate that the defendant was acting at the prompting of her boyfriend, Devin Glenn, who was known as Malik. Malik believed Moore had paid for drugs with counterfeit money and sought revenge. The defendant knew Moore and Malik convicted, so they agreed to arrange the meeting and provide the defendant with the handgun used to murder Moore. Malik followed Moore's vehicle to the apartment parking lot and provided transportation to the defendant and Holder after the shooting. Police investigators located Moore's cell phone at the time at the crime scene and contacted the defendant because she was the last person to call Moore's cell phone before he was murdered. She initially admitted to being present when Moore was killed, but claimed a man riding with Moore was the shooter. The defendant subsequently gave different versions of events surrounding the killing and her involvement. Holder gave a statement to police in which she identified the defendant as the shooter. The defendant was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. At trial, the defendant admitted to killing Moore and conceded her guilt to second-degree murder. The contested issue at trial was whether the killing was first-degree murder based upon premeditation and deliberation. Abso-fucking-lutely. The defendant presented evidence of a history of mental problems and drugs. Bitch. A professor of psychopharmacology from Duke University testified concerning the effects of the medications prescribed for the defendant's mental health issues and how it may have affected her decision-making abilities. Give me a break. So it says the defendant told a doctor that she was under the influence of multiple drugs and alcohol when she shot Moore. But in Dr. Gross's opinion, she would have been able to form the specific intent to kill Moore, even if she were under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Listen to this. So her friend, Holder, testified that the defendant had smoked marijuana that day before killing Moore, but had not consumed alcohol or used any other illegal drugs. Bitch, marijuana don't make you do that. So she's lying off the rip because she wasn't doing anything else. There was no alcohol, there was no cocaine, there was no heroin, there was no methamphetamines. There was none of that. She's claiming that the marijuana made her hunt down and kill this guy. Bullshit. Bullshit. I mean, they really just be out here not knowing shit, don't they? Making really poor choices. Nice try. You know how I know? Because I smoke, and I ain't never murdered nobody off some damn marijuana. The defendant was tried for non-capital first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder in 2004. The jury found the defendant guilty as charged. In August of 2004, the trial court consolidated the charges for judgment and sentenced the defendant to life in prison without parole. Very dangerous person. Hold on. In the defendant's first argument, she contends that the trial court erred by allowing Detective Perry to testify to Holder's prior statements to police for the purpose of corroboration when portions of the statement were not cooperative. We disagree. After Holder had testified, the state called Sergeant Perry as a witness. Sergeant Perry testified that Holder had given him a statement on August 6th of 2003 concerning the events surrounding the murder. At the point that the Sergeant Perry was about to testify to the content of Holder's statements, defendant's attorney objected as follows, quote, "Objection, Your Honor, to hearsay." But that's her statement, and he's an officer. The state replied that it was not offering the statement for proof of the matter asserted, but only for purposes of corroboration. The trial court allowed the testimony for cooperative, I can't say these words, purposes. Sergeant Perry testified to Holder's statements, and the defendant made no further objections. In the defendant's second argument, these were her reasons for wanting an appeal. In the defendant's second argument, she contends that the trial court erred by requiring one of the defendant's expert witnesses to present his opinion in the form of an answer to a hypothetical question. We disagree. So the court has disagreed with all of her claims for an appeal. And, I mean, this was back in 2006, so she's still in there. I mean, she'll never get out. She's probably exhausted all of her appeals. I mean, she's probably had multiple at this point. I wonder how old she was when she committed this. And it's Bullock. Yeah, makes sense. She was a big-ass bully. So it says, a Raleigh woman will spend the rest of her life in prison in connection. Hold on, let me turn some lights on, y'all. I'm sorry. My face is so far in this computer, I can't even. Okay. It says, a Raleigh woman will spend the rest of her life in prison in connection with a deadly shooting last summer. Brandy Bullock was convicted Thursday of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. It was crazy, y'all. I could feel her energy from the moment that I met her, and I could tell that she was not a good person. Some people, you can just feel it, the evil radiating off of them, the envy, the jealousy, the bitterness, the whatever. I mean, it's different for each person, and not everybody is the same, and not everybody treats other people like that. Here's her boyfriend. He also has tried to go through the appeals court. So remember, they said that Glenn sent Brandy to kill this guy because he felt like he had sold him some drugs and the guy had paid with counterfeit money. So this is Devon Maurice Glenn, and it's Glynn, 2006. Attorney General Roy A. Cooper. So it says, Maurice Glenn, the defendant, appeals from a judgment dated November 16th of 2004, entered consistent with a jury verdict finding him guilty of first-degree murder. So even though he didn't pull the trigger, he was the one that set everything up, okay? And North Carolina, we have this wonderful law that makes you guilty by association. So if me and you decide to go rob somebody, and I don't even go in the house, but you kill somebody in that house, I'm going to jail for murder as well. I don't understand why all states don't have this. But it's the commission of a felony law. Hold on. What is the commission of a felony law in North Carolina? I can't remember what it's called. What is the guilty by commission of a felony in North Carolina law? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yes, guilty by commission of a felony means that a person is found if a person is found to have directly participated in the actions that constitute a felony crime, meaning they actively committed the criminal act themselves, making them legally responsible for felony offenses. Unlike an accessory charge, commission signifies that the person was directly involved in carrying out the criminal act, not just aiding or planning it beforehand. Under the North Carolina General Statutes, Chapter 14, a felony is a serious crime punishable by significant prison sentences. If someone robs a store by taking money from the register, they are guilty by commission of a felony because they directly committed the act of robbery. But also, okay, a felony conspiracy in North Carolina is a criminal agreement between two or more people to commit a felony. The elements of conspiracy are: an agreement was made between the defendant and at least one other person. The agreement was to commit a crime. The defendant and the co-conspirators intended to carry out the crime when the agreement was made. So if me, you, and 3 people decide to go rob somebody, even if I don't get out of the car, if somebody dies, or the robbery itself is a B&E, so that's a felony in itself. You're all getting it. You're all guilty by association in the state of North Carolina, and I agree with that because it needs to be that way. So that is why Glenn, her boyfriend who set this whole thing up, and also he set the whole thing up. So he was actually complicit, an active participant in making sure this guy Moore got shot in the head by Brandy. I don't know if all states have laws like that, but I think that, some states, they would have just charged him with an accessory to murder because he didn't actually pull the trigger. Do you see what I'm saying? And I don't agree with that. He is just as complicit as she was, in my opinion. I mean, there were times when I was that age and people made offers for us to commit crimes, and I was always the first one, like, y'all were fucking crazy. Y'all were on your own. We ain't even friends anymore. It's kind of crazy that I have a criminal record like I do, because I've ran from trouble at every turn of my life if I could. So it says that the state's evidence tended to show that the defendant and Brandy Bullock were involved in a romantic relationship. Bullock believed that they would get married someday. It doesn't tell me how old these kids were, or these people were, when they did this. I don't remember. It doesn't tell me the age. Here, I'm going to look up that other girl, though. Shelly. Yeah, here it is. Brianna Lewis. She went by Shelly, though. Hold on, let me see. I can't remember what she looked like. And I wonder why they would transfer her from south to north, but hold on one second.
Tonight we know this local
Damn
mother
it.
accused of killing.
Yes, search. This is her. This was the girl that I was friends with, and then I didn't even know. See, 2009, that's when I was there. And I didn't know what she had done for like the first, I don't know. I feel like I was in Troy. Oh, it would have been 2011, 12, 13. And that's when she was there, and it's maximum security prison. And I had talked to somebody on the phone, and I gave them her Opus number and had them look her up. Nobody in the prison knew what she was there for, which was weird because most people know what everybody's there for. All of the child abusers, sex offenders, they all group together. They're all buddy-buddy. They all date each other. It's so weird. Nobody says shit either. Nobody's mean to them or anything like that, like you would assume. Like they maybe are in men's prison. But it says nearly 2 years after the remains of an 11-month-old girl were found in the attic of a Spring Lake home in Harnett County, grand jury has indicted the child's mother in her death. Johnny Michelle Huser, 27, was indicted this week on charges of first-degree murder in the death of Harmony J. Creech. Deputies found the toddler's remains in the mother's attic on October 20th of 2007. The indictment states that the child was killed between August 31st and 2007. Now, this says that they never determined a cause of death. That's a lie. I know exactly. The way that they were able to convict her was because they found fibers in the child's throat. She had suffocated the fucking child. When she put the blanket over the child's mouth, that child was trying to breathe in, and it got fibers from the blanket down in its esophagus. I'm literally getting chill bumps. This is so fucked up. I'm sorry. The child had been wrapped in a plastic bag and stuffed in an empty diaper box in a corner of the attic. There was duct tape all around the box. The body was so badly decomposed that medical examiners have never been able to determine the cause of death. That's not true. When I was in prison, she told me. When the child's father, Sergeant Ronald Creech II, a member of the 82nd Airborne Division, I told you, at Fort Bragg, returned from a 15-month deployment in Iraq, she claimed the baby had been abducted, which prompted a statewide Amber Alert. At that point, they brought the dogs out to search the property, and they found the baby in the attic. She later told investigators that she found the baby dead in her crib weeks earlier and hid the death out of fear. What was her damn name? Johnny Michelle Huser. It's J-O. Look, they didn't even give her no fucking time. Listen to how much time they gave her. Guess. Take a wild guess. $11 years. 11 years in prison after she pled guilty to killing her 11-month-old daughter. She pleaded to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 141 months to 179 months. The police spared her from the death penalty. I just think we're getting a little fucking soft around here. That's all I'm saying. I feel horrible for the father. I mean, imagine going on a deployment and coming back and your whole life has just changed like that. So the chief medical examiner, Dr. Deborah Radish, noted that the baby's medical history included neglect, but she said her examination of the remains do not differentiate death from natural disease process such as pneumonia or SIDS, or from a non-traumatic external means such as asphyxia. Oh, wait a second. Ann Ross, a forensic anthropologist at the North Carolina State University, also examined the remains and also couldn't find a cause of death. Still, she said she believed the death was probably caused by chronic starvation. Death penalty sought against the mother in a toddler's death. So they were going after the death penalty to kill this girl. This is why we couldn't find no information on her too, because I kept trying to look her up and it wouldn't come up. It wouldn't even show no charges. That's weird. It's almost like they were hiding her. Harnett County prosecutors plan to seek the death penalty of the mother of the 11-month-old girl whose remains were found in the attic of a Spring Lake home. Oh, well, she'll be out. She's probably out by now. That was 10 years ago. She's probably out by now, 141 months. That's crazy. Where is the pictures? Images. Oh. So China Arnold, remember I said there was a woman that I met in prison that had killed her child and put him in an oven? Her name is China Arnold. She was 28 when this happened. She is in Raleigh's maximum security prison. She had an argument with her boyfriend. It says a mother in the United States has been found guilty of murdering her baby daughter by cooking her in a microwave. China Arnold put a 1-month-old Paris Tally in the oven after a fight with her boyfriend. A jury found her guilty of aggravated murder. She's remanded for sentencing. She faced the death penalty. Arnold showed no reaction when the verdict was announced in court in Dayton, Ohio. Oh, this is not here. This is in Ohio. But when you go to her picture, it has the bitch from here. Hold on one second. Still, though, that's freaking... Dude, what the hell is wrong with people? How many bitches have done this? Here's another one. Why don't they have no damn cities on nothing? Raleigh. Nope. I can't find this other lady, but that's crazy too. That woman is freaking China Arnold. It looks like she's still in prison. And it looks like the jury did not believe her at all. They thought that she intentionally did that. And I mean, she admitted to it. I need to go get in the shower. Brooke, put the computer down. Ain't that shit crazy? So crazy. So crazy. I'm going to get up early and try to get motivated. I haven't been doing my best job. I don't even think I got up till like 7:30 this morning. And I'm used to getting up at like 3. Damn bugs. It's getting cold. Oh, sorry. Damn bug. Something done bit me on my elbow. It itches. I'm going to take a melatonin and see how it makes me feel. It's only 7 o'clock. Damn, it got dark quick. It feels like 9 o'clock, y'all. It feels like 9 o'clock to me. Oh. Something's flying around in here. Damn. Y'all see that? He sounds pretty big, too. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. All right, you got to go. Get out. Come on. Let's see if we can psych him out. Come on, come towards the light. What movie was that? Go towards the light. Don't go. No. It was go towards the light. Zzz. Don't go towards the light. Zzz. I think it was Bug's Life. Great movie. There they go. Come on, yep. All right. Oh my God, are you serious? I think I got him out. Where's it at? Oh, damn it. I'm going to soak and scrub my feet. I did a pedicure earlier. I need to paint my nails tomorrow, I reckon. I need to wash my hair. Damn it. It's a whole process, though. And, like, I'm going to use that gallon water and see if it helps. Because the well water is killing it. Oh. I need to wash it. Go wash it, Brooke. Stop being lazy. I need clothes. What's the weather going to be tonight? I think it's going to be like 52. Which is not that cold. So I need something that's like shorts and a tank top. Because those blankets are heavy. And they get hot. Elevator up. I'm going to the back seat to find clothes. Ouch. I can't get out. I'm stuck. Oh, ouch. T-shirt. Where's those shorts? Oh, I know where they're at. They're in the door. I want... Oh. T-shirt. I got shorts and a shirt. Now where's my gym bag? Ouch, I'm stuck. Where's my gym bag? Where's the damn bag? Window covers. I'm gonna go ahead and put these up so I don't have to when I get out. One. Shut that. Put this over here. God, my lower back hurts. I hope y'all have a good night. I'm taking my ass to bed soon. Where's my vape? Oh, there it is. Cut the lights off, grab my bag, and shut the doors. I hope y'all are safe out there. I'm gonna shower. Maybe not wash my hair. I don't know. Depends on what I feel like once I get in there. You know what I mean? Do I want to stand up and damn scrub my head, or do I want to hurry up and wash my body and go to bed? I don't know. I won't know till I get in there. That's typically how it is. I need a hair clip. Roll the windows up. Lock the doors. I wish y'all could see the sky out here. It's so pretty. The clouds, the stars and stuff. Y'all be safe. We'll talk soon. Bye, y'all. Pray for me.